Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 2. We are still in Avadon. We're gonna talk to Ilaria because we did conscript some, or find some conscripts to help with the defenses. Yes, I found 3 conscripts. Was it 3? I guess. I know, I already have them in training. On behalf of Avadon, I thank you for your brave service. Also, why don't you take this? She takes a scarab out of a pouch and hands it to you. They're much more useful for hands anyway. Thanks. Anything else I can do? For the good of Avadon and also for pay. Thank you for asking. No, I have a thought, but you will have to be better traveled. Even better traveled? Okay, fine. We got a little bit of experience, actually enough for Yannick to level up. I took care of leveling everyone up in between episodes, as you might have noticed. I guess we're going to further increase his intelligence. That's never a bad thing, if you ask me. Maybe I should actually unlock this. Just so he has another option. Don't know if it's gonna be better damage than his further leveled up spells. Just because this is a higher tier talent. I don't think it occurred to me while leveling up everyone else that I don't think I have invested any points in unlocking skills, even on my main character. Maybe I should start doing that at some point. However, as for Yannick, do I first bring up all these skills? No, I guess I'm going to unlock this. So now every single skill is at his disposal, and I can always continue putting more points into those later. Yeah, just to... Oh no, I did put 1 point into it. I guess I'm going to put some more points in all his core skills. I mean, I kind of decided not to really use this side of the talent tree at all. I mean, the secondary one would be net shot. I mean, it certainly seems useful to be able to yank an enemy to me. Maybe I'll unlock this actually, but not level it up. And this would give me an additional or 2 different types of AoE range attacks, I guess. Shrapnel grenade and caustic grenade. It's sounds interesting, but then again, I really want to focus on the turrets. And if I end up with all of that leveled up to the max by the end of the game, I will put more points in here. But I also want to increase tool use at least a little bit. I mean, so far I haven't really found any locks that required more than maybe 2 lockpicks to unlock. But still, if I can reduce that even further, and there will be harder to pick locks later on anyway. Alright, corruption, contested lands, right. So our next main mission is obviously gonna lead us first to Durham and then ultimately to Taiwan, or at least to the border region between Durham and Taiwan. And we do have quite a few quests there. However, we also got the another companion quest involving him. Oh my god, Dedrick. Right. Sorry, buddy. We haven't really spent much time together yet, so forgive me for not remembering his name right away. So yeah, we're supposed to. I mean, let's refresh our memory. Mine anyway. Dedrick's clan. The young shaman Dedrick was cast out of his clan. Yes, we know that. He was also like, branded or something. He thinks that he might have a way back in, but he needs your help. Members of his clan have asked to meet him. So we don't really know a lot. We know to meet some members of his clan in a stone circle in the Blackwood. So I guess we'll do that. We'll take Alita and Dedrick with us. Dedrick will replace Yannick for this mission. Should be fine. Hopefully. And I don't think he has any sort of any potions or anything, no. But he has quite a few useful skills, probably. I guess we'll put in the stronger summons. Well, he can heal, but should not need that on the hotbar necessarily. Group mental cure. That's via Scarab, I think. Oh yeah, he does not have any of the offensive spells. He does have his normal magical staff attack, of course. That's a ranged magic attack, similar to the one mages have. Well, actually, the normal healing could come in very handy. Blessing of Thorns surrounds all nearby allies with a shield of thorns, and also cures a hostile effect. Huh? Nice secondary effect. I don't know how many different pets I can have, actually. I don't know if I can have both hellhounds and wolves, for example. I guess I'll give that a try at some point. For the time being, let's put in our one support and one healing spell. Should be fine. Okie doke. So Blackwood. Well, we'll just enter a random place. Stone. Oh wait, that's the stone code. Ah, this is the stone circle. Wow, that was actually the right-ish place to enter. I guess the southern entrance would be quicker, but we should be fine. Don't know if any new enemies spawned on the map, but so far it doesn't look like it. Ah, there is a stone circle in the clearing ahead. Not a copy of the stone code built by the Kva, it is a Wildrum circle. Such circles are used for astronomical measurements and meetings of political import. Such a meeting is about to take place. Several Wildrum warriors are waiting here for you. Derek is beside himself with excitement. My sister, I have not seen her in so long. They are solemn as you approach, but happily their weapons stay at their sides. Okay. Ah. When you get close to the circle, several people step out of hiding. They're Wilgrom folk, and not for the first time, you are amazed at how well they had concealed themselves. There are 6 of them, all armed. 2 are women, 4 are men, and one of the men is a shaman of high rank. Your hand reflexively inches toward your weapon, but Dedrick stops you. You turn to look at him and see a tear running down his cheek. It is all right, Atantuo. They are my people. This is not an ambush. A single tear runs over the tattoo marking his banishment. He wipes it away. Of course not. If it was, I doubt they would bring my sister. Who are they? One man is Geir, my father. One of the women is Vela, my sister. And the shaman... He shakes his head. He is Tybalt, and he is no friend of mine. I mean, this is hardly the right time to stop and have a talk with him, a longer conversation, while they're standing there waiting and watching and listening, probably. But I guess I'll take the opportunity to learn a little bit more about him and his background, because I know next to nothing. So why don't you quickly tell me about your family? They are my family. There is no bad blood. I have missed them terribly. Well then, what about this Tybalt? When the time came to choose what would happen to me, he spoke neither for or against me. However, when the vote happened, he sided with my foes, those who wanted to oppose the pact. There's some time to talk before we see what they want. Is there? Dedrick replies, Of course. Matters of state can wait for 5 minutes while I greet my family properly. He steps forward, arms out wide. Then he and his family run to greet each other. Oh, okay. What did he say? Father, sister? Probably. Dedrick greets his father and sister in a warm embrace. Meanwhile, you face off against Tybalt. You stare at each other. At first, it is tense. Then, it is just awkward. I can imagine so. They feeding you well? Too well, I think. That's a nice touch. Dedrick continues to talk to his family. Tybalt clears his throat. They ignore him. Your feet start to hurt. You clear your throat. They ignore you. Okay. Tell me the news. Your dog had what? Your dog had puppies? The rebels, stay away, what? At last Dedrick remembers that you are there. With great regret he parts from his family and walks over to join you. Okie doke. So now what? Tybalt says in a slow, deep voice. At last, our parley can begin. Dedrick, you look well. I'm glad you have found a worthy path outside our lands. Dedrick replies, Yes, I did. I had no choice. You voted to banish me after all. Well, I think I don't want to get involved yet. Tybalt says, I had no choice but to vote against you, Dedrick. Dedrick is having none of it. You did have a choice. You could have voted correctly. All you had to do was raise your arm. And lose influence. I would have lost the ability to help you, which I can do now. You would help, Dedrick? Tybalt sighs and nods. Now that I can. The shamans of our tribe were overwhelmingly against the pact. When the rebellion began, they wanted to join it. The rest of us, being sane, refused. Most of them left. Things have changed. The leaders of our tribe will now consider changing Dedrick's status. Isn't banishment permanent? It has long been so, but these are chaotic times. Our storytellers say that in ages past, those banished have been allowed to return, in special circumstances. Dedrick says, Yes, of course, and my influence as a Hand of Avadon has nothing to do with it. Huh. Yeah, sure. I guess if he wants to continue, I'll let him speak. Dedrick doesn't keep you waiting long. Tybalt, the tribe did me an injustice. This mark on my face marks me forever. Yet I still take my duty to them seriously. It is sacred. What do you want? Tybalt says, A band of Kwa mercenaries has infiltrated the contested lands. They must be destroyed. You want us to hunt Kwa mercenaries? Yes. I will not lie, this is a delicate matter. These are no Farlanders, but citizens of the Pact. However, they are entering lands that are by right ours. This is disrupting the balance. It will harm the peace. If the Pact is to stay at peace, they cannot be allowed to take advantage of the chaos. They must go. Khalida frowns. To slay Kwa warriors? A hard thing, very dangerous, even if they would disrupt the peace. Well, I'm really not worried about how difficult they might be to fight. It's really more the God, what's the word? The legal status, I guess, of the matter that I'm a little bit concerned about. So, I mean, why don't you hunt them yourselves to begin with? I guess because that would probably make matters worse for everyone. Because it would lead to a war between the Kwa and the Will Realm. Yeah, well, only someone above the fray, like a Hand of Avadon, can safely act. Fair enough. How do you think Redbeard would respond? I mean, I'm free to choose my own path of actions, right? That's one of the privileges as a Hand. So if I deem it for the better of the Pact and Avadon, I guess, what can Redbeard do? Also, it does sound, if they're actually trespassing and making, taking advantage of chaos, and then they're clearly not in the right, the Kwa mercenaries, that is. So, anyway, have you complained about this to Hanros Council? I mean, that would probably just take too long, knowing how bureaucracy tends to work, but still. Of course, they will not act. The Kwa on the council claim that a small band of mercenaries is of no concern, and the rest of the council is happy to just be lazy. Only a Hand of Avadon has the authority to help. So, I only have to drive them out. Yes, if they allow it. I do not think they will. I think only bloodshed will drive them out. And in return? In return, Dedrick can return home. Only for short visits, alas. That is all I could get for now, but I think it will be pleasing. Dedrick nods. What about the mark on his face? It is no mere tattoo. It can't be removed. It will be with him until the grave, and if some shamans are to be believed, beyond. Huh. isn't that enough? Well, I mean, some form of compensation for my services specifically wouldn't be entirely unwelcome. But I really don't want to be greedy here. I guess I'm going to get a reward nonetheless, so I don't know. I personally wouldn't ask for an extra reward, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I cannot just say yes, so Dedrick, what do you say to this? Dedrick turns to you. Atantuo, it is a hard thing, but Tybalt speaks true. These mercenaries are moving into our lands. If they remain, more will follow. I swear to you, I will be loyal. I will be your loyal helper. Whatever you ask of me, I will do it. Let me fight for my people. Let me return to my tribe. Well, yeah, we'll do it. Okay, fine. Dedrick is relieved. Tybalt nods. The mercenaries are in the Kvar Riverlands, south of Rockridge Keep. I believe you have been there. You have. When you're gone, return here. When they are gone, return here. I will meet with you. I wish you good hunting. The group walks out of the circle. Geir and Vela give their son and brother one final embrace, then they are gone. Okie doke. We're traveling in the same direction, guys. Could have waited for us. Oh. You're alone in the circle. Dedrick says, I do not know how to react. Hope. I have not felt it in so long. Home. I may have a true home once again. Thank you for standing with me. Hey, sure thing, buddy. First, though, of course, we all have to be successful. Not that I have any doubts about that, but still. No, that's not... how do they say? Anyway, an odd noise makes you stop walking. It takes a moment to identify it. Dedrick is whistling. He gives you an embarrassed smile. Sorry. He walks on silently, but the smile is still on his face. That's a nice touch. So I was gonna say, I don't know if that's even a saying that is used in English, like distribute the bear's pelts before, or the bear's meat before it is hunted, or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know. Dedrick's clan is all the way down there, so I should probably... I should have taken the southern exit, but at this point... Wait a second. How do I even get there? Not across the river. The only spot on the map. Ah, this is the Kvar outpost. Ah, okay. Yeah, of course, that makes sense, because I saw these people here. I guess it was mentioned that they were mercenaries. So now I have no choice but to enter their compound, even though I was warned about doing so. But now that it turns out that they're here, like, illegally, and causing trouble, I feel very much entitled to enter. I mean, I will try talking to them first. What's his name? Helric. Helric is still guarding the gate. Once again, I must ask you to retreat. Monitor Nima has told us to slay all trespassers. We will not hesitate. As he waits for your response, he notices Dedrick. He is not happy to find a Wildrum shaman at his gates. Who is this Monitor Nima? She is the leader of our outpost here. She watches and waits, ready in an instant if we need to band together and fight for the Kvar. A monitor? Is she a pact soldier? She was. I think I asked him this before, but whatever. She was. No longer. When she was discharged, the need of her people called her. She keeps the title Monitor to show that she has been a loyal servant of the pact. Right. What is this outpost? It is but a simple gathering of warriors of the Kvar who claim loyalty to our own people alongside the pact. For now we camp, we train, we wait. As long as the honor of our people is not overly insulted, we will remain quiet and peaceful. Huh. And what would Avadon think of you? We do not care. Redbeard can say what he wishes in his broken fortress, We care about the honor of our people more than his madness. Enough that we will die if need be. And what would overly insult you? Continued Wilgrom settlement in what some call the contested lands. They are Kvar lands. They will always be so. Still, as long as the pack can keep control, we will stay peaceful. Are you not breaking laws camped here like this? Law? What law? We hunt, we eat, we train, we wait quietly. We have harmed no man or woman. All we want is honorable peace. But if we decide one day we can't have that, then we may act. We hope sincerely that the pack does not make this necessary. Is there anything else you want to ask before you leave? Well, I'm not going to leave. In fact, I'm going to pass. Step aside. Your words only succeed in alarming the defenders. They raise their weapons, ready to fight at any moment. Talric says, "No, we will not withdraw. We are people of the Kvar. We have every right in the world to be here. It is our land, and we have every right to deal with trespassers. We would rather die than surrender these rights. Well, I don't really have a choice, so I'm coming in." You step through the gate, and it turns out the Kvar warriors were not bluffing. They attack. Well, okay. Well. Fine. I guess I'll shoot one to test the waters, except I missed. Okay. 20 damage is not terribly much. Okay, they seem pretty manageable. Salamander or Hellhound? Can't really tell which one is gonna be better. They both take 4 fatigue to summon. So I guess I'll start with the Hellhound. Oh, well. We're all terrified, looks like, huh? Wow, and we're also taking heavy damage. Okay, this guy's no joke. That's a great start. Wow, awesome. Just awesome. Okay, you can Cone of Fire. It's probably not gonna do very much, but better than nothing. I guess it's okay damage. Well, we might still be able to pull this off, despite the fact that Atanto is dead. That sucks, of course. That the entire party being terrified for several turns obviously was quite catastrophic. Oh, I can only summon a single pet. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Should I heal, is the question. I guess I'd better. Nearby allies, hoping... yeah, okay. Hoping that Khalida would be close enough to receive the healing, and she did. Well, I'm gonna have to fight this one. Standing right next to him. Okay, next up we use a war cry. Oh, and you can still act. No, wait, you can't. It's Dedric's turn. So I guess we'll give Spine Shield to everyone. It's actually gonna be pretty helpful. Alright, next we use our, I don't know, Stunning Blow. Okay, well, we actually managed to stun Helric. That is good. Let's see, 57 damage. Not overly impressive. What about this? Okay, this takes one more turn to recover. She needs to heal if she survives this turn. Oh, I shouldn't have waited as long as I did. Although, I guess I'll have Dedric heal. She's going to use Savage Blow and hopefully finish this guy. Okay, nice. She's also hasted. What should I do? Group Cure? Well, She could actually... Oh, that's hostile effects, never mind. Triumphant Roar has already been used. Mind Shield is... I mean, I think it was probably Helric who terrified us before, so she could use that in order to counter that, assuming that he's going to use that again sometime soon. Or she could use this. Okay, what else can you do? You can... Oh wait, these share cooldown. Apparently. Okay, well that's good to know. Wait. Fatigue too? No fatigue at all? Oh, okay. And that also removes one hostile effect. Interesting. Still. Well, I guess the best thing you can do is just attack. I was expecting him to deal better damage, actually. Honestly. Well. Still have AP left, but can't act anymore. That's unfortunate, but oh well. I was expecting him to deal better damage with his normal magic attack. After all the intelligence I put into him. Things are looking alright. Oh, come on. Slowly but surely. Oh, come on. So close. Okay. Way to go, Hellhound. Wait, someone leveled up? But I thought people who are dead don't actually receive experience points. Maybe I was wrong? This entire time? I guess we'll see if Atantuo has leveled up in the meantime. We'll know for sure. Oh, that... I mean, what really... He did level up. Wow, okay, so I'm wrong about... I was wrong about that the entire time. Huh, interesting. I really thought if you're dead, you're missing out on experience, because why else would people be on different levels of experience? I mean, I've had Kalita with me, like, on every single mission, didn't I? And then even members who stay home do get experience, maybe at a reduced rate. I don't know. I don't even know. Right. 1 point into, I guess, endurance. Tundra still feels a little bit too squishy for my tastes. And I said I'll do it, and I guess might as well do it now. Put some points into lockpicking. That might, well, that might come in handy. Salt crystal, nice. Elixir of battle. That's a better version of the potion of battle. Unsurprisingly, regeneration, haste for 14 turns. Wow, that's quite amazing. Now, who do I want to have that? That's really powerful. I think it would be best on her. She actually deals a ton of damage. I mean, so does he. I don't know. As you walk down this path, Dedrick stops. He looks down at his staff. You can see that his hands are trembling slightly. You alright? Dedrick looks at you, and you can see the pain on his young face. I'm well, Atantuo. Healthy, ready to fight, ready to kill Pact soldiers. Our allies. They are here for civil war. True, it is true, but they're just living here, not fighting. Peaceful, for now. If they did fight later, we could... But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel quite right doing this either. But then I don't know. I've made my decision and I'm going to stand by it. Yeah, let's just get this over with. They could always show reason and retreat instead of fighting to the death. Right? That's my justification here. Derek nods and with some effort gets himself under control. Yes, we are here. Blood has been spilled. I can convince myself that we are doing the right thing. Okay, that's good. And... what? We're close enough? Oh, come on. I meant to end the episode here. I mean, I can still do that, but... yeah, actually, let me do that. I'm going to end the episode here. That last fight took a little bit longer than I anticipated. And it looks like we'll have quite a little bit more fighting to do before this is over. So we'll continue next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Till then, have a wonderful time and bye-bye.